Walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eat while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil.
We come at you from the shores of Lake Erie. EA Sports has the coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Runs through the contact. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me. You're not ready. You're not ready. 55 is my guy. 55.
First carry for Nick Chubb. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
24, Nick Chubb.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They go with Chubb on second down. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
With the give to Nick Chubb.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
3rd and 3.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 55.
From the gun, Mayfield. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
The tackle.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Mike 54. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 31. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 20-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with James Conner. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He was tackled
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Play action. It's Rudolph. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Rudolph. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in 1st place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the playoffs. #2, win your division. #3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the #1 seed so you get that 1st round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory.
To Nick Chubb.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Stephon Tuitt. able to record his 5th sack of the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a passage taken in by Smith-Schuster. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Complete to Juju Smith-Schuster.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
2nd and 2 at the 44.
A run for Snell. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Here's Rudolph. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington.
Rudolph's pass.
It'll be a gain of 6, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's Rudolph off play action. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Landry. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. A run for Nick Chubb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there, but it's going to be 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And, oh, what a catch that time by Landry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Mayfield with it once more. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. Rudolph looking to throw it. Screen pass to Connor. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. I'll give him 9 there on the first down completion.
1 at the 49-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Hunt. They'll go option to the short side, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Oh, he fakes a spike. He completes it to Beckham. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And Seibert yanked it to the left. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
At their own 37-yard line.
Now a chance to take advantage of that missed field goal. 1st and 10, way up at the 37. Third quarter starts with a run from Connor. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A gain of 14. First down, Steelers.
Right back to Connor here on first. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Looking deep here for Eat. This is caught inside the 15. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Eric Ebron. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
That ties the game.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started, and their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now Chubb on first down, able to work his way forward for about 5.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It's caught inside the 25.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They run. Chubb. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
It's a gain of 2.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Bud Dupree able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. He stepped right up like a pro.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Rudolph. Got an open man, it's Washington. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's third down.
They'll stay on the ground and counter again. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
2 yards.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Back to you. I'm going back to you. My 50, my 50. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rudolph. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that's going to be incomplete. Rudolph. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Incomplete.
We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, third and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for third and short, because when it's third and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Landry now on the return. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's get this ball back.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Browns on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Mayfield to throw it. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. Two division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. On first down, Connor plowing ahead for about 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. He picks up 3 on that carry.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Connor, the ball carrier.
The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Here's Rudolph. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Pittsburgh.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
He's tackled at the
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Rudolph. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
3rd down. 3rd and long.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead.
Chris Boswell on for the point after.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
10. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Jackson now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
First down, Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on first down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking...
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have retaken the lead. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 17-14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Snell on the shotgun handoff, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Here comes a first down throw from Rudolph. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Rudolph. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Rudolph. That's to his running back, complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, again to Connor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Rudolph. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. He'll look to throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.